Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shasko, and in today's video I wanted to go over how to get from level 1 to 100 as fast as possible. We're going to go over the 5 stats that affect your overall level, and that is health, attack, defense, magic, and range. These are the only 5 stats you need to level up to get to overall level 100. So we're just going to go ahead and start with attack. The best way to level up your attack is by getting the Wardo Blessing. The Wardo Blessing allows you to freeze enemies and use time stop. Reason why this is so effective is because it allows you to get a lot of M1 damage off on enemies, which is going to be how you're leveling up your attack. Plus, Wardo gives a magic ability known as Barrage. Barrage actually gives you attack XP. So one of the strategies I like to use is time stop Regulus in World 1 with Wardo, and then use Barrage and whatever my highest damaging melee attack is, whether that is Wardo itself or your weapons if they have even higher attack damage. Just utilize time stop because it is very effective for this. Now, once you hit level 60 and you unlock Marineford, what I recommend then doing is running around the starting area of Marineford where all of those marine mobs spawn in over and over again, and just constantly kill all of them with your M1 attack. So the more enemies there are and the more enemies you can quickly attack and kill, the more attack XP you're going to be getting overall. So the fastest way to level up your defense XP is by hitting the E key on your keyboard and reflecting incoming damage from enemy attacks. The best enemy to farm this for is definitely going to be Golem, because you could get right up in his face in World 1 and spam E and you're going to be fine. Like, you get a lot of defense XP from this. Plus, you're going to be farming Esper at the exact same time because Golem drops Esper and is a great artifact for just starting out the game in World 1. And you can even use the reflect strategy on a boss like Regulus. This is kind of the OG way to do it, but Regulus is also a great farm for this because you could be farming your attack XP at the same time as your defense XP. Now, if you get over level 60, I highly recommend going to Marineford and buying a shield. If you have a shield and you hold down the F key, which is basically blocking with the shield, all incoming enemy attacks are going to give you defense XP. If you somehow have the greed authority from Regulus in World 1, this is going to be your fastest defense XP farm. I recommend just holding that in the raid and you're going to get a ton of defense XP. When you're first leveling up your magic in Legends ReWritten, one of the best things you can do is get the Godspeed Blessing. Its attack gives you a ton of magic XP and does a lot of damage overall, so it's very effective to get, especially if you're like under level 10. Magic is definitely the easiest skill to max out in this game because, well, most of your damage comes from magic. And the higher level your magic is, the more damage overall your magic attacks will do. It might sound like a cop-out, but the best way to level up your magic is just to run around the map and blast as many mobs as you can, because keep in mind, it doesn't matter how tough of an enemy you farm, it just matters how many enemies you farm, at least when it comes to XP. Another thing you could do is always just farm the Golem while standing on the ledge and blasting with your magic attacks. This is a very fast technique as well. And once you hit level 60 and you unlock Marineford, this again might sound like a cop-out, but the best thing to do is to run around the boats at the start of the raid where all the Marines spawn in and just blast them with your best magic attacks. This is going to give you a dumb amount of magic XP simply because there are so many enemies spawning in, so there's just so many targets to farm XP on. If you want a good blessing for it, use 6 Eyes, but truly you guys should have no problems leveling up this skill to 100. Let's go over range. Range used to be like the worst one to level up, but nowadays it actually isn't too bad. What I recommend you do is buy a bow, buy as many arrows as you can from the blacksmith shop, and then just fly up to this area by the Golem in World 1. If you stand on this ledge and just shoot down at the Golem, you can pretty much AFK farm him for as long as you want, or manually, it doesn't really matter. Just stand up here and farm the Golem and you're going to get a lot of range levels. Unfortunately, there really isn't any cheese. You really do just have to farm the Golem or any mobs with a bow, at least until you hit level 60. Once you hit level 60 and you unlock Marineford, you could then farm a weapon known as the Bazooka. The Bazooka is a pretty common drop from the basic Marines, but it is going to be your best method for leveling up your range attack. Once you get the Bazooka, I recommend you just farm all the mobs in the starting area of Marineford on the boats. Just spam your Bazooka on all of them and you're going to get a ridiculous amount of range XP very quickly. You could even just run around World 1 with the Bazooka and blast all the mobs, and again, you're just going to get a ton of range XP. So now let's talk about health XP, and health is kind of the hardest one to level up in the game. So my opinion, the best source for leveling up your health is going to be fishing and cooking your fish and then eating your fish and rinse and repeat the process. Something you can always do is take off your armor and put it on again, and then eat fish until you're healed all the way back up, get all the XP you can, take your armor off, put it back on again, rinse and repeat this process, and just eat as many fish as you can. Another thing you can do is farm the red berry bushes near spawn in World 1. These are going to give you red berries, and red berries are used to craft health potions with alchemy. Health potions are another way of getting health XP, because if you are healing yourself with a health potion, you get health XP. However, you have to make sure you're actually healing yourself. This goes with the fish as well. If you're just eating fish but you're not actually being healed, you will not get the health XP. And just so you guys know, the healing blessing does not give health XP, it gives magic XP. That's why we're not mentioning it. And the last strategy for leveling up your health XP is simply taking your armor off and putting it on again and letting yourself naturally heal back up to whatever max health you have. But health is truly the most difficult one to level up. It is just eating fish or using alchemy potions. Those are really the only good ways of doing it. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching my video on how to get from level 1 to 100 in 2024 in Legends ReWritten. Comment down below if there's anything I should have mentioned that I didn't in this video. I know there's a couple techniques and like very specific strategies to level up skills that I didn't mention, but these are the ones that should work for pretty much everybody watching this video. These are the best general strategies. But anyways, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!